Hello, everybody. Robert Rose here with the news. It's what's new, but it's mostly what's important in the world of content marketing. It's the news you need to lead in the world of content marketing and content strategy. And of course, for the best and best practices, you can head on over to contentmarketinginstitute.com. So, one really interesting item in the news this week, and it is all about NFTs. That's right, non-fungible tokens. In a very interesting announcement, Salesforce, one of the largest marketing infrastructure companies on the planet, announced last week at their Salesforce Connections event a number of new innovations around their Customer 360 platform. The innovations include new triggered content messaging for personalization based on all kinds of behavioral triggers, using, of course, first-party data as the mechanism for that. A digital command center for Slack, which just makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit thinking about the fact that I'm going to have to go learn Slack now, and a new intelligence connector for Commerce Cloud that's going to help make marketers understand the measurement across channels a lot better. But the buzzworthy news, the real news, was Salesforce's announcement of a new pilot of what they're calling NFT Cloud, non-fungible tokens. This new capability is going to let Salesforce clients mint, manage, and sell their non-fungible tokens directly on the Salesforce platform, and then use the 360 platform and that customer intelligence to get a much better understanding of that customer data. The pilot project is going to continue throughout the month of June, and the aim, as the company was quoted as saying, is for customers to be able to create a new breed of community with that element of ownership that Web3 promises. Now, our take here at CMI, well, we'd be remiss if we didn't note that back in February, when news of this idea broke, media outlets were quick to report that Salesforce employees weren't too excited about this move. They cited the environmental aspects of the energy required to create NFTs and, of course, the volatile, risky, and speculative nature of the cryptocurrency landscape. As of this reporting, certainly many of those concerns seem a little more pointed than before, with cryptocurrencies well off their high value points and the world of NFTs ripe for what seems to be more grift and scams than value and utility than at any point previous. Having said that here, I think there's an irony here that's worth noting. In the world of marketing and content, much of what has been touted about Web3 and the NFTs and crypto is the decentralized nature of it, generally meaning that no one organization has a control over a platform and therefore removes much of the intermediaries who might gatekeep, financially or otherwise, the value chain. However, what Salesforce is doing here is actually offering the functionality, the utility of NFTs, which include things like smart contracts, innovative new ways to do loyalty programs, marketing programs, and content marketing types of experiences in a truly centralized way. In other words, Salesforce actually offers what might be, and the key word here is might be, proved to be a centralized, trusted platform for functional NFTs where the differentiated value is utility within the fact that Salesforce is already a centralized, trusted platform. Actually, a fascinating evolution if we go back to Salesforce's marketing roots back in 1999, when they used to be the iconoclastic protest outside of Oracle's events to say no software signs, arguing for cloud computing. With this, Salesforce is actually saying that the value of NFTs might just be in the centralized traditional way of doing utility within a trusted platform. The interesting thing here is that the introduction to Web3 that Salesforce makes available through their Trailhead learning platform actually speaks to decentralization as one of the core benefits. We here at CMI would actually suggest that the opportunity for Salesforce is to change that messaging back to their anti-establishment voice and speak to the real value, which is actually more classically centralized. Very ironic. It will be very interesting to follow this capability in the coming months and see what actually happens of NFTs on Salesforce. And that's it. That's 5 minutes of news that you need to lead in content marketing and content strategy. I'm Robert Rose, and remember, it's your story to tell. Tell it well. I'll see you next week.